Hey, Jonathan.
Hello, we'll be starting momentarily.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Perfect. Your haircut looks nice.
we're live streaming right now.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
here. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
everybody. We're live streaming already, so we're just going to get started as soon as Jasmine and Catherine show up.
Is my audio working?
Yes.
Great.
You can hear me, Jonathan?
Yes, I can, Kenny. Thanks.
I'm going to step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
And do you have, do you have me as a presenter?
Yes. We're already live streaming, so we're just waiting a couple minutes for Catherine and Jasmine.
While we're waiting, Jonathan, I just show chat, raise hand, show captions, and interpretation. So where does it say to share screen?
Share should be between raise hand and show captions.
Okay, I do not have that.
On my screen, Christy, it looks like it's a little green box.
And maybe you need to maximize your screen or something.
Okay. I just maximized it. There's no room between raise hand and show captions. It's on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. And if you need to share, can you just go ahead and share? Do you need me to
I
send
can,
or do you have it?
I can absolutely do that, Christy. In fact, while we're just waiting, I'll go ahead and try. And then you can tell me, like you can tell me which page. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Are you
Yep,
seeing,
it works.
seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Does that work? And then you just tell me where to go.
Yeah, that'll work
Okay.
just, yeah.
Perfect. 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 We'll just plan to do that if we need to, go to that.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're ready. I don't know if Director Kuhlenberg's joining, Director Ramirez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Director Kloenberg might be jumping in a little later today, so we'll see if we can get this done quickly, and we'll just go ahead and start without her.
Great.
You ready for us to jump on? Okay.
I'm ready when you're ready.
All right. Thank you, team. Good evening, everyone. I call this meeting to order at 5:02 p.m. Present tonight, we have Director After, Director Teitler, Director DeFreitas, meaning we have a quorum. Thank you to our interpreter, Rodrigo. Would you please share the interpretation instructions with our participants? And then we can turn on the interpretation function.
We're good to go.
Awesome. The first business in order is the approval of the agenda. Directors, are there any proposed changes to the agenda? Okay. Do I have the motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I make a motion that, oh, go ahead, Kenny.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. The next business in order is the approval of the 25-26 budget. Do I have a motion to approve the 25-26 budget?
I move we approve the 25-26 budget as presented.
Do I have
I
a second?
second.
Okay, we will now have 2-minute discussion for each board member and 5 minutes of open discussion. Should we start? I'll just start like we usually do. Director DeFreitas, would you like to start?
Can I just mention one thing? If you don't have your camera on, people won't be seeing you on the video, just as an FYI.
Let's see. I'm not sure I see the camera option either on here.
Bottom left video right next to audio.
Nope, it just says audio. It does not give me that option. Just has audio.
I think it's okay as long as they can hear our voice, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna. Okay.
Okay, my apologies.
Okay. Director DeFreitas, did you want to go first?
I don't think I have any additional questions or comments besides what we've covered in public meetings and work sessions over the past 4 months. Appreciation to the staff for bringing us to this point.
Director Teitler?
Much the same as Director DeFreitas, just no further questions, but I want to say thank you to all of the work that has gone into this, and especially to Chief Chicoine for the countless hours that she has devoted to this. And I hope that you find a little bit of respite from the long hours that you've been putting in.
Thank you.
Director After.
Great, thanks. I don't have any questions. I did want to just comment that I really appreciated the long narrative that the team put together along with the budget document. And I hope if anyone is watching this, they take the time to go read that. It's about 20 pages, but it gives a really fulsome summary of the situation that we have found ourselves in and the masterclass that this team put together in fixing a lot of the errors to the extent that they could, while also being conservative and realistic about the ones we'll face in the future. And it really is a helpful document in understanding school finance in Colorado and how it affects our students. And so Dr. Cole and Christy, I just wanted to commend you for that. And thank you also for making it clear some of the different categories that we've been asking for. I just am really grateful to the work that you put into that document and hope that if folks are interested in this topic, they take a moment to go and read it. I don't have any questions.
Thanks, team. I wanted to echo that sentiment. I really appreciated the letter from the superintendent and the CFO. I don't believe that was just something that was added before. I might be wrong, but I definitely appreciated what I'm sure was a lot of time and investment on your end to make sure that this document was not only like thorough, but that any person in our community could look at this document and understand the process that this team went through over the last couple of years, and in an effort um to do better than we have in the past. So I really appreciate this commitment. I really appreciate the dedication of our team. I appreciate the letter. I think this is a good practice that we have moved into, and I look forward to the work that we're going to continue to do when it comes to our budget and the conversations that will continue to happen. And I just wanted to note I appreciated the timeline, and I know that we're going to strive to have this done by our last regular school board meeting in future years. So thank you, team, for your hard work and dedication to go through this and all that's to come. Okay. We will now move, into our 5 minutes. Do any of the board members have any further questions or comments?
I guess I would also like to just echo the sentiment of the narrative and how important the narrative is for understanding beyond the numbers. And then also just to say a thank you for the way that the T's have been crossed and the I's have been dotted, and that there's a much more thoroughness to the whole budget process this time through. And it's an easier to understand, and it seems like I feel more confident this time passing a budget that everything is included in the budget, as opposed maybe to past year. So I feel good about it. So thank you.
I was wondering, Christy and Dr. Cole, is there anything you need from us besides just approving this tonight? Like, is there anything that you want to ask of the board that we are already in dialogue on as we wrap up this year and go into next?
My only take would be, and then maybe Christy, if you have other thoughts, is it's really helpful to hear the feedback of like the letter really helped, the narrative really helped. If there are things that you also think would be helpful moving forward, that you would like to see, while it's fresh, we would welcome that feedback.
Absolutely. And I think the only thing that we need to do is make sure to get the budget approved at this point. And the only thing that I would have to add is that I have not made any changes to this budget based upon the last version you've seen. So just so you're aware that these are the exact numbers we've talked about. And so, yeah, I'm just grateful for all of your feedback, and look forward to the next year where we really engage the finance committee as we move forward in additional conversation about the final presentation of the budget and the budget process.
Thanks, Christine. I think it's really important for us as a team also to be mindful, especially in a year or past years that we've had in reviewing the budget, that our budget is obviously a reflection of the values of the district and of the board and what we hope to accomplish. And also the fact that we can always bring the budget back if needed to update it or, make corrections or find areas in which we feel as a board we need to further invest moving forward. So I think this was a really good place for us to get on the right foot moving forward. And just like as we look into finance committee and trying to get onto a better timeline, I think we all feel at a better place in what we're working with and the numbers that we're working with moving forward. So I appreciate really truly the year we've had for the learning curve for all of us, because I think it has been such a good learning opportunity for all of us to get to know our budget better. So thank you, team.
And speaking on that, no, that would be Director Ramirez. I would like to say I like the idea of what you were bringing up. Is it seems like in budget years it of past and maybe even including this one, it's been so much based on the numbers and what it is, and really not having so much of that discussion about how budget should be based and how budget should be used. And that has been a topic that hasn't been discussed very much. And I think that could be a better, not a better, but I think that would be a good conversation for the board to be part of as we move forward, is how is budget used and how is budget allocated? And there's been very little, I feel, of that part of the discussion. And that would be a good conversation to continue as we feel we're more locked in on the actual numerical part of the budget.
Thank you, Director Tyler. Any further comments, questions? No? Okay. Jonathan, if you can call for a vote, please.
Director After,
Aye.
Director DeFreitas,
Aye.
Director Ramirez,
Aye.
Director Tyler.
Aye.
Perfect. So I believe that's it. If there's no further business and there's no objection, the meeting will now be adjourned. It is 5:12 p.m.
Thank you
Thank
all.
Ready.
Bye.